You're absolutely right. It's very humbling and makes you kind of stop in your tracks. And of course, you do the self-questioning at, gosh, is that really appropriate? Is that something that is deserving? But when they sent that first email, it's kind of like, boy, what a sense of gratification and satisfaction about looking back over all the years and all the different facets of the game that I've had opportunity to be a part of. It felt really good.
When you look back as a student player, coach, and all that, what kind of stands out the most to you through your whole span of playing soccer and being a coach?
Clearly, that's an easy one, is the people that you come across and share the journey, whether it's teammates back in the day, starting off with CY over at Sacred Heart, and then my coach at the time, Dan Flanagan, was a member at the sport club, so started playing over at the Fort Wayne Sport Club on Ardmore with the what essentially were the adults at the time, playing not a whole lot of youth soccer at that point in history. So and then of course my friends over at Lures started there, and obviously had special opportunity to play up at Notre Dame, and those obviously became my best friends through that era of my life. But then the coaching portion, some of those guys been chugging along that whole 30-year period, so pretty special to share those moments and share the ups and the downs, but just chugging away doing what we do.
And you were inducted this weekend, correct?
Correct.
This past weekend, just making sure. Has it sunk in yet? I mean, we're sitting at Tuesday now, and it was just this weekend.
I suppose because I had the time to prep, Saturday really became the culmination, and it was pretty neat the way the weekend played out in terms of looking around the room and seeing lots of familiar faces and lots of guys again that we have a big history with, and that was pretty special.
What did it mean to you to be honored here today? I mean, some of these students may not really know you, but just the fact that they come and you've been a part of Canterbury now for a while, and just what does it mean to you to be a part of the school and have them honor you today?
Well, that was great, and Greg was behind that, obviously, and he and I have shared, as you heard, in excess of 40-year careers together. Much of that, obviously, here at Canterbury. I do still coach a middle school boys team in the fall and a girls team in the spring, so I have had a chance to continue to impact those kids, and it was great. It always feels best when the people closest to home take note, so that was pretty nice.
And what's your main message as a coach now, that to this day, to these guys and girls that you coached?
I think, and it appeared to me pretty clearly as well, which is, no matter your circumstance, no matter where you find yourself, look around, see what needs to happen, and do the best you can to make it happen. And if it doesn't turn out the way you want the first time, keep at it and keep trying. And pretty important is, and education as a whole has this as sort of the career that has the most delayed gratification. You never know who's paying attention and who is going to be changed and impacted by what you do. So do it your best. Pay no attention to the failures or the downfalls, and then at some point you look back and say, wow, that was pretty special.
Perfect. Anything else you want to add?
Just thanks to everybody. It's you're right, it's a little bit humbling and uncomfortable to kind of focus on yourself, but it's been pretty neat. So appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.